Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Akila binti Jaya. Matrix number 23DIB20F1004. So today my groupsmate and I will present about Jaya Tiasa company. We already choose one annual report of Sharia compliance company extracted. We already analyzed the financial data for 3 consecutive years. So this is my teammate, which is me myself, also Izzatujana binti Cik Kamrudin, Ada Syakira binti Abdul Aziz, and lastly Nur Lalatu Amirah binti Mazul. So first, we're gonna look at the content. In today's presentation, we're gonna look at the background of the company. Next, calculation and performance based on the following financial ratio for 3 years data, which is liquidity ratio, activity ratio, solvency ratio, and profitability ratio. Next, we're gonna look at calculation based on the following ratio in determining the intrinsic value of a stock by referring 3 years data, which is price earning ratio, earning per share, dividend payout ratio, price to book value ratio. Other than that, identify and examine the following data latest year only, which is types of shares, number of shares, list of directors, and so on. Additionally, the conclusion and reference. Now, I will present about the background of the company. Jaya Tiasa Group began as a downstream wood processing company in 1987. During the years when their timber operation were able to sustain the group, Jaya Tiasa diversified into palm oil business in 2002. That diversification served them well, and today Jaya Tiasa are one of Malaysia's preferred producers of renewable and sustainable quality oil palm and wood-based products. Main timber products include logs, veneer, and plywood. Their timber products are delivered to several major markets in the world. Most of Jaya Tiasa customers are loyal clients who have established long-term relationship and trust in them, a criterion which Jaya Tiasa believe is essential to maintain their track record besides seeking to penetrate new markets. Jaya Tiasa have scaled down their downstream wood processing activities following a decrease in log supplies due to changes in regulation and their commitment to sustainable forest management certification. They believe that managing both their operation and resources responsibly and sustainably by operating their factories at the optimal production level using available resources is the key towards long-term growth. Now we move on to the earliest question, that is calculation and performance based on following financial ratio. First, in liquidity ratio, we have current ratio and quick ratio. The formula of current ratio is current asset divide current liabilities. After the calculation, the answer for 2019 is 0.2, while 2020 is 0.18 and 2021 is 0.26. The best value in 2021 and the lowest value is 2020. Next, the formula for quick ratio is current asset minus inventory divide current liabilities. After the calculation, the answer for 2019 and 2020 is 0.09. Meanwhile, for 2021 is 0.1778. The best value is absolutely in 2021. Next slide is activity ratio. First, inventory turnover ratio. The formula is sales divide inventory. After the calculation, we can see the best value for inventory turnover ratio over these 3 years is in 2021, that is 19.71, and the lowest is in 2019. Next, account receivable turnover ratio. The formula is net sales divide average account receivable. After the calculation, we can see the best value for inventory turnover ratio over these 3 years is in 2021, that is 4.79, and the lowest is still in 2019. Furthermore, the total asset turnover ratio, the formula is revenue divide total asset. After the calculation, we can see the best value for the inventory turnover ratio over these 3 years is in 2021, that is 0.37, and the lowest is in 2019. Next slide, we still continue with activity ratio. Start with total fixed asset turnover, that is revenue divide fixed asset. After the calculation, we can see the best value for inventory turnover ratio over these 3 years is in 2021, that is 0.4. So lastly, average collection period. The formula is 365 days divide average turnover ratio for 2019 is 197, while in 2022 is 177, and lastly for 2021 is 76 days. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. My friends, we continue this presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurilatul Amira binti Mazul. My matrix number is 23-IB20F1035. So I will continue to solvency ratio, which is the first one is debt ratio, which is the formula is total liabilities divided with total asset. At 2019, we got 0.51, which is 1236673 divide with 2405547, we got 0.51. At 2020, we got 0.48, and calculation for 2021, we got 0.41. Alright, we move to equity ratio, which is the formula is total equity divided with total asset. At 2019, we got 0.49. Calculation for 2020, we got 0.57. And calculation for 2021, we got 0.59. Alright, we move to debt to equity ratio, which is the liabilities divided with total equity. At calculation to 2019, we got 1.06, and calculation for 2020, we got 0.92, and for calculation 2021, we got 0.71 for debt to equity ratio. Next, we move to interest coverage ratio, which is the formula is EBIT divided with interest expenses. Okay, calculation for 2019, we got 3.47, and calculation for 2022, we got 2.48, and calculation for 2021, we got 2.3. Next, we move to profitability ratio. The first one is gross profit margin ratio, which is the formula is sales minus COGC, and we divide with net sale, which is calculation for 2019, we got 0.39, and for the calculation for 2020, we got 0.58, and calculation for 2021, we got 2.55. Alright, we move to profit margin ratio, which is net income divided with net sales, which is negative 278652 divided with negative 191011, which is we got 1.46. And then calculation for 2020, we got 0.46. For calculation for 2021, which is we got 0.4. Next is operating profit margin ratio, which is the formula is operating income divided with net sale. Calculation for 2019, we got 2.58, and calculation for 2020 got negative 1.03, 1.73, and calculation for 2021 we got 0.4. Next, we move to return on asset, which is the formula is net income divided with net sales, and for calculation for 2019 we got negative 0.12, and calculation for 2020 we got negative 0.03, and calculation for 2021 we got 0.016. So return on equity, which is the formula is net income divided with shareholder equity. For calculation 2019, we got negative 0.24, and calculation for 2020, we got 0.005. Calculation for 2021, we got 0.027. Okay, we move to question number 2, which is the first one is price earning. The formula is market per share divided with earning per share. Okay, for the calculation for 2019, we got 0.065. For calculation for 2020, we got 0.065. Calculation for 2021, we got 0.065. Okay, we move to question B, which is earning per share. The formula is net income divided with market per share. For calculation 2019, we got negative 0.28, and 2020 we got 0.06, and calculation for 2021 we got 0.03. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisha Kira binti Abdul Aziz. My numeric 23DIB2081007. Dividend payout ratio for formula is dividend per net income. For calculation for 2019 until 2021 is 0 because no dividend has been paid or declared by the company since the end of the previous financial year. The directors do not recommend any dividend payment in respect of the current financial year. Next, price to book value ratio. Formula: market price per share per book value per share. Calculation for 2019, 0.485 per 1.21 and got 0.40. And calculation for 2020, 0.485 per 1.15 and got 0.42. And the last one, calculation for 2021, 0.570 per 1.18 and got 0.48. Identify the type of share offered by the company. The type of share that offered by Jaya Tiasa company is ordinary share. Ordinary share are the most common type. They carry 1 vote per share and they entitle the owner to participate equally in the company dividends. If the organization is worn up, the proceeds are again allocate equally. Ordinary share carry voting rights but rank after preference share with regards to right to capital in the event that the business in wound up. It is possible to break the share down into different class, which will be explained later. And the next question is, how many shares does the company issue? Number of issued share by Jaya Tiasa is 973,717,797.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jaya binti Cik Tamarudin. My matrix number 23DIB20F1005. Next, I will continue to the list the board of directors. Firstly, independent non-executive chairman, which is Tan Sri Datuk Sri Muhammad Fuzi bin Harun. Tan Sri Datuk Sri Muhammad Fuzi bin Harun was appointed to the board on 2 March 2020 and redesignated as non-executive chairman on 7 January 2021. He is a member of the audit committee of the company. Secondly, Executive Director, which is Datuk Jin Kimo. Datuk Jin Kimo was appointed as a Chief Executive Officer, which is Principal Officer, on 1 July 2021 and joined the board on 22 September 2021. Second Executive Director is Mr. Tiong Cheong Hee. He was appointed to the board on 14 May 1999 and redesignated as Executive Director on 7 January 2021. He is a member of the Remuneration Committee. Third Executive Director is Ms. Clara Tiong Siu Ee. She was appointed to the board on 7 January 2021 and designated as the Chief Risk Officer of the group. Thirdly, non-independent non-executive director, which is Dato' Sri Dr. Tiong Aike. He joined the board on 27 March 1995. And second non-independent non-executive director is Madam Tiong Chon. She was appointed to the board on 3 May 1999. She is a member of the nomination committee of the company. Lastly is independent non-executive directors, which is Dato' Wong Liut. She was appointed to the board on 21 June 2007. The position held by her in the board committees is chairperson of the audit committee, chairperson of the nomination committee, and member of the remuneration committee. Second independent non-executive directors is Mr. Yong Von Kar. He was appointed to the board on 2 January 2022. The position held by him in the board committees is member of the audit committee, member of the nomination committee, and chairman of the remuneration committee. Next, we move to the annual general meeting held. The 61st annual general meeting of the company will be held on a fully virtual basis via online meeting platform provided by Boardroom Share Registrars Sendran Berhad on Friday, 26 November 2021 at 10 a.m. Lastly, accounting period of the company. The accounting period of the Jaya Tiasa Holdings Berhad for 2021 is 1 year, which is from 1 July 2020 and ended 30 June 2021. In conclusion, Jaya Tiasa are doing well in business and have a bright future ahead in the services area. However, since Jaya Tiasa seem to have been doing quite a good job in total assets, total funding, and total financing, as well as profitability, we personally believe that Jaya Tiasa can grow better than become the fastest growing oil palm players in Malaysia with a land bank of over 83,000 hectares in the state of Sarawak, Malaysia. We are listed on the main board of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad with an annual turnover of more than 1 billion ringgit. In this slide are the references that we use to run this project group presentation. That's all from us. Thank you.